What's going on, everybody? I'm JP, but you probably knew that when you started this video. Welcome back to more Space Engineers here. In my little gun emplacement, I've added a little pilot seat just so I could kind of make it a little easier to just deal with the guns while we're up here, and it'll give me a place to recharge my energy while I'm out here away from my base. Got a cargo container up here, and I put a little sorter in below it. That's just to make sure only ammo goes in here. Just in case for some freak reason my conveyor line that's buried down under the ground ever gets severed. I at least want to be able to let my guns have ammo before, while I fix that, right? So, yeah, put in that cargo container. My big pacifier gun here actually was shooting at another assert ship. That's funny, these guys aren't moving. So it was shooting at another assert ship that was like 6 kilometers out, and it didn't do anything. It just kept going. The ship did. So I dialed down his range to like 3,000 meters. Yeah, so he's 3 kilometers out. Just so it stops wasting ammo, because it's really freaking expensive, since I don't have any uranium yet. So that's that guy, done and dusted. Figured out what we're doing there. As far as the rest of things go, I might get busy on this. I actually had kind of a plan built out to kind of turn this little pit into like a hangar for my mining ship, but it's a lot of steel plate for now, and I mean it's fine right there, especially with that emplacement up there. It's not like there's going to be any meteors that come down and hit it. That's kind of why I'm tucked against this little mountain, right? So I think today might be about prospecting, figuring out what's out in the great universe. A lot of flying around, you know, basically not recording me running around, because that's really going to be boring for everybody, especially since uranium can take hours and hours and hours to find. But now that we have a ship to go find it, I kind of want to do that. I did mine up a whole crap ton of magnesium between episodes, so I have no issue there. It should be all in. Yeah, it's getting refined, so we'll definitely have our ammunition taken care of. Let's bake a bunch of that. I might actually I thought about kind of taking my conveyor backbone line and kind of building another little industrial portion of the base down below the regolith here. Add a couple of more refineries, a couple more assemblers, and really sorters to sort it out, so that we're not, we've got a refinery just for stone, and we've got cargo containers just for ice and just for stone, because I don't want these guys to become super clogged up with 2,000 ice, 118,000 magnesium. So, yeah, it's just kind of nice. It's just to kind of see if we can organize our stuff a little better and automate that organization, so we don't have to worry about it in the future. Um, and maybe clear this stuff out off of the surface and turn this into a nice clean cut corner. Maybe from here, just kind of dig all this out. Maybe turn this into a hangar. I don't know about that quite yet. still, the order of the day, we should probably find a platinum deposit, a uranium deposit. I know I've got some gold and silver out over there, which I might go pick up some of that for some superconductors and be able to have a survival kit that's not attached to this rover. And then I can essentially power down this rover 100% and not have to worry about it. As of right now, the survival kit that's on there is my only spawn point in this save, which is fine for me. I mean, I rarely die, and when I do, I mean, I'm not going to be super far because I'm not out there yet. I'm not out in space, so yeah, we'll probably get some silver ground up for some medical components so we can build another medical bay. Um, maybe today, maybe in another episode. Who knows? But our our big agenda now is to just find some ores, right? So I'm gonna hop in my ship. We're gonna go to space, and I'll bring you back when I see something that's juicy or spicy. Spicy and juicy? What would be spicy and juicy? Like a jalapeno? What do they call it? Streamer's luck? Is that what they call it? So this is the first asteroid that I come across. Just rendered in. You can see the moon there. Old Smoky's 19 kilometers away. And there is uranium right here. Yeah, I thought this was going to take me hours. You can tell I'm 93% full of hydrogen already. Or still. I haven't done anything. I just came here and oh my gosh, uranium, right? So I'm going to... There's ice in here as well. What I might actually do, if this ice is a large enough portion, I might turn this into kind of an asteroid space station. Get off of the old Smoky there, because this is fantastic. Ice for normal everyday power, uranium for the big guns, and for the reactor power. Let's get into this uranium and see how big of a deposit we have. I really just want this uranium back on the planetoid for my big gun, because that's really how I'm going to fight off the bigger, badder enemies that are eventually going to come and try and eat my face off because they're freaking reavers. I haven't enabled the reavers or the orcs because I know they're super aggressive. But I also feel like, if I want to at least do passive PvE, have a reason to have guns besides just meteors, then I should probably enable those guys. Here's our uranium. So yeah, enable those guys so that we can, be in some real danger once in a while. And actually, experience some loss and some heartache and some, oh my god, why the hell do I play this game? And that kind of thing. So, yeah. This is honestly a super lucky find. Like, I was really expecting to have to be mining for basically half an eternity. Mining, prospecting. That's why I call it prospecting. But yeah, I thought this would take forever, and it's the first freaking asteroid I come across. Like, I cannot complain. Can't look a gift horse in the mouth. Had to tell you guys about it. I'm gonna drill this out a bit. Still thinking about I might add this to as a base. It really depends on how good this resource is and how big that ice is. Because, yeah, everybody knows JP likes his hydrogen thrusters, right? So, yeah, I'm going to get this cleared out a bit more, mark it, GPS it, and do a little mining. Maybe get back to Old Smoky over there. And, heck yeah, I'll see you guys in just a few minutes. Oh my gosh, you guys. I was talking about streamer's luck. I'm going to have to GPS this right here. I'm going to go get this freighter. Rust freighters to me are like the coolest ships that just spawn in. And this guy is neutral to me, so that means I'm going to be able to get right up on it and grind into the door. I don't really care if this faction isn't going to like me at the end of this, because yeah, I'm going to get myself a large grid freighter. This is going to make things so much better for me. I actually have one of these guys blueprinted with some modifications, but instead of having to print that out, I'm just going to take over this guy. So we're going to use our hostile takeover mod. I think I've got that installed. I hope so. But the hostile takeover mod will make it so that I don't have to grind down everything on this with a computer. You know, and it'll be a lot easier for me. Yeah, see the blue that lit up? Oh, there goes your decoy. So, yeah, the blue lights up. Those are the blocks that I have to grind out that are going to make it so I can take over the ship. Right now we have the control blocks, the control seat up here, and I think there's a remote control block. Also in these guys is, I just gotta hack it. Don't have to completely destroy it. Yeah, there's the control seat, remote control block back here. Don't need this. And then there is, what is this? Yeah, a couple of beds. There's a cryotube, cryopod. Leave that just for fun. What else? Guns. There's a gun there, a couple of guns back there. And once we've got those, the ship is ours. So let's go back through the door and get this gun. And get these guns.
Inventory full.
That might be the ship is ours. So we'll go back to the flight seat, rebuild it, and then, yeah. There it is. It's our ship. Turn on the dampeners. Oh, it's in a perpetual forward motion. That's fine. Thrusters. Thrust override. 0. Oh yeah, the control blocks. They are timer blocks. The flea block, that's what it is. Alright. She's ours, boys. I mean, she's kind of a whale, you know. Takes a while to get her to slow down or anything like that, but that's fine. Let's grind out these timer blocks because we don't need them. We are going to probably re-enable the guns. I'll take this gun out, we don't need that one. But the guns on the outside, we're going to want to rebuild. Okay. We want to rebuild these guns because we're still going to have, you know, meteors out here. There might be some, you know, Incon and Ember might decide to come join us. We want to be able to defend ourselves because this thing moves like a friggin' truck. Well, it is a truck. It's a freighter. Not production. Withdraw. Yeah. So yeah, we are going to want to make sure this thing can defend itself at least marginally for now. Eventually, I will put better guns on it and kind of soup it up a little bit. But right now, it is ours. Heck yeah. There she is. I just gotta remember, oh, there's our uranium, 14.5 kilometers away. Cool, we're gonna go back there and get our little bort hole ship. Let's rebuild some doors. Just because we can. We usually end up ripping these doors out, but why not? Keep it the way it is. But yeah, rebuild these doors. Go back to our uranium deposit over there, and keep working. Right? Cool. So yeah, I will see you guys whenever there's something new. I'll be right back. Well, guys, I don't know how much is left in this big uranium deposit, but we've got quite a bit on board of the old bort hole over here. So just going to leave ourselves a GPS marker. Let us know where we can find more, and I think we're going to head back home. Getting this freighter really has me excited for what to do next. I thought we were going to be building out our base a little bit, prospecting a little bit, but you know what? We've got to make this freighter our own, right? So I'm going to dock up with it, and then I'm going to get it back to our base. I'm gonna have to build out some way of actually getting this thing to dock at the base. But once that is, you know, once we get there, we're going to do some minor modifications, do a little bit of renovation. Right now, this thing handles like a freaking bus, so we're probably going to add some gyroscopes. Going to add a little bit more convenient of a connector because this one sucks, to be fair. I did change the docking timer block on here to include all the thrusters, so our thrusters are not going to be fighting against us. The dampeners on the bort hole here are not going to be fighting against us as we drive away. But yeah, we got some, we got a bunch of uranium. We got our little mining ship on there, and we're gonna head back home. We'll get there, build up a little dock for our new freighter, and then we'll start making some modifications. So yeah, I'm gonna point toward Old Smoky, and I will see you guys yeah, down back on the surface. Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry about the noise in the background. Meteor storm just showed up, and we don't have to worry about it anymore. So we're back at the base with our new freighter here. Gonna modify this freighter, make it a little bit better for our purposes. First things first, I'm going to get our little mining ship off the side here. Let's get back to a good orientation. Yeah, one of the first things I want to do is actually put connectors on the top and bottom of that freighter and not off the side. The sides are fine for when you're docking to other big ships, but those little turrets sound so weak compared to the Sea Whiz. Anyway, so I don't like the side turrets or the side connectors. They just are awkward spots for me. Um, get that guy down. And so yeah, I usually will grind these guys off. This whole bottom passageway thing, I'm probably going to rip the majority of it out. Extend a conveyor line from this down through the bottom, and maybe, no, and most definitely up through the top. And this is where I'm going to park my little mining boat. I thought about making another mining boat, but replace the drills with small grid drilling systems and kind of turn it into an autonomous miner. That way I can just kind of park it in an asteroid. When it gets full, a bunch of lights light up and say, hey, come get me. I go in, I pilot it back out to the freighter barge, empty out the inventory, and then go park it back in the asteroid. So this freighter is really going to be the mining ship carrier, right? So going to again modify it pretty heavily. I'm probably going to take out these couple armor blocks on both sides and throw in some more gyroscopes. These two gyroscopes are definitely not enough. It's got some conveyor ports back here. I'm going to rip out this armor block, probably put a H2O2 generator here, maybe here, and a couple of hydrogen tanks on either side. That way I can store some hydrogen up for the little ship, right? Because the hydrogen tank on that, even though it's a large hydrogen tank, is actually much less capacity than a normal large grid hydrogen tank, right? So we'll do H2O2 generators just to make sure those stay up. We're not going to put any more, well, we might put a couple of H2, or sorry, some generators on, or engines rather, hydrogen engines on, just to make sure our batteries stay functioning. Although I really, especially with that uranium asteroid, um, I really intend on always having uranium for the reactors, but if we run out, then we'll definitely have hydrogen engine backups, right? So I'm going to plan this out a bit, and I'll be back once I've made some progress. See you soon. Welcome back, everybody. I've spent probably a couple hours now souping up my little freighter down here. Don't want to spoil the surprise. I'll come around this way. Yeah, so put some guns on it. Made some modifications, quite a few, honestly. Um, gonna take you on a tour in just a second here. Really, my aim for this ship is not only to be kind of a basic platform for my miner here, but also it's just kind of a mobile base-ish. Not really a base, you know. There's just very limited refining and assembling on it. It's really just to make sure I've got spare parts and to make sure I can, you know, acquire more spare parts if I need to outside of being, on the base here. So, yeah, you can see here I've got a merge block here on the bottom. I'm hoping that if I come across a large derelict out in the wilds and I need to bring it home for disassembly or just attach myself to it while it disassembles so it doesn't, float away, that's what that's for. My docking connector here, this is the main docking connector for the ship, just because I like it on the bottom. It just makes it so much easier. Built out a little docking connector here for the base. Yeah, and so it's there. I've put some point defense turrets on the ship itself and some build and repair bots here just to make sure that, honestly, build and repair or for kind of the piracy side of things, when I can disable other ships, I will use the build and repairs to, harvest them, right? Tear them apart. I totally forgot to put this bit on the other side. I'll fix that. Coming around the back, made the back a little more beefy here. Took all the normal turrets off, put more point defense CWIS on there, just because I like this gun. I figure if anything's chasing me, it's really for that point defense. The drones that can come after you. Hydrogen engine, H2O2 generator. These are, the O2 generator is for making sure I have hydrogen and oxygen either for my little ships or for myself. The hydrogen engine is really just a backup. It's really not needed on here because I have reactors. Put some, there's your reactors. Put some gyroscopes in there like I said it was going to. I got 6 now. And I've got 2 big quad assault cannons on the top. These guys are for basically orbital bombardment. What I intend on doing is some of the ground stations that are around, just kind of flipping this guy on its head and letting those things have at it. Those and my point defense turrets should really take care of any sort of shipborne, landborne type enemies, right? I gotta fix that anyway. I might do that off camera before next episode. Got an ore detector in there, large grid ore detector. It's my first large grid ore detector in this playthrough. That should make it easier to spot ores in asteroids, right? Here, let me grab my little ship here. Make sure it's all emptied out. Pretty sure it is. I've honestly been here for a couple of hours getting this figured out. So, yeah. It's so weird having such a nimble little ship because this Corvette really, I mean, it handles like a bus. It is definitely not going to win any speed contests, but it's really not for that. It's to make sure I have a place to park my stuff, and I'm not going to lose the fight. You know. It's also going to help me prospecting because I'm going to get out there in the deep blue, or deep black, I should say, and be able to check out asteroids and stuff, right? So we're going to come up in here. I definitely did some rearranging in the back. Put a refinery in. These things don't usually come with refineries, but they come with 3 assemblers, which is kind of interesting. There's an assembly there, one there, and one back here. Remote control block is important too for me. I also put down some event controllers. This whole compartment has got 4 timer blocks and 2 event controllers in it for power and power and docking. So let me get up in the control seat here. So go to our event controllers. So power event controller is to um, operate our two power timer blocks. And what these are going to do is they're going to turn on and off our engines when our batteries get full, right? We don't want to waste resources, just like with the base down there. When the batteries, oh, these batteries are full. Huh, I wonder why. Okay, these batteries are full. We should be turning off these guys. So our hydrogen engines should be off and our reactors should be off. Anyway, if that's not happening, I will definitely make sure it happens. Probably still got to clean out some bugs. The other one is for docking, making it so that when we do dock, this thing is heavy, and the gravity well, it does not want to behave very well. So yeah, when we do dock with that bottom connector or anyone on the side, we are going to turn off of our reactors, turn off all of our thrusters, turn off our engines. H2O2 generators are still on, but that just makes it so that we can conserve as much power as possible. Our batteries are on recharge, so it's going to, whatever base that it's attached to is going to recharge the batteries. Yeah, and then all of that gets reversed when we undock thanks to that event controller. So yeah, definitely on the way, ready to go. What I think I'm going to do next is head over to that listening post, maybe the defense installation that's over there, um, and yeah, maybe pick a fight. But I think I'm going to do that in the next episode. So stay tuned, guys. We will see you next time. Don't forget to, like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And yeah, we'll see you when we see you. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.